Today on KUJH News, shots fired at the U.S. Capitol, how officials are handling the situation. Facebook users were greeted with an unexpected notification Sunday, how the company reacted to the mix-up, and Americans feel the effects of the Brussels terrorist attacks from across the world. KUJH News starts now.
From the University of Kansas, you're watching KUJH News.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Kate Baker. The U.S. Capitol was placed on lockdown after shots were fired in the visitor center earlier this afternoon. U.S. Capitol Police shot the male suspect who was transported to a hospital. A female bystander was injured by a shrapnel, but no police officers have been injured. D.C. police also say this was an isolated incident and there is no threat to the public. The White House was placed on lockdown due to an unrelated incident. The Dole Institute of Politics is discussing the future of the GOP tonight with renowned political consultant and the CNN contributor Alex Castellanos. Castellanos says he plans to talk about the current state of the upcoming election and how a new open Republican Party can affect all voters, even the new generation of voters.
The world. Never has there been this much change and promise and opportunity for progress. Let's open it all up. And who knows what this country can achieve and what you and your generation can get out of all of this.
Tonight's event at the Dole Institute will start at 7:30. It is free to attend and open to the public. Spring is finally here, but the rapid decline of a certain insect has both scientists and citizens worried. KUJH reporter Emma Hogue gives us the inside look at the struggle our ecosystem could soon face.
You know, it's the venom, that venom just burns. The stings get worse and worse.
Tony Schwager has been beekeeping for a while.
This hive is really, really light.
But says now more than ever, he's had a harder time keeping his hives alive.
It's kind of a challenge. Our business, really the business part of our business has gone more to selling bees than to selling honey.
According to the Center for Research on Globalization, an alarming 30% of the national bee population has disappeared, and nearly a third of all bee colonies in the U.S. have perished over the last 5 years.
Really gets a lot of press because people are concerned, you know, and rightfully so.
PhD student Kathy Denning is concerned too and has devoted the last 4 years to studying the importance of bees and other pollinators.
It would be devastating for pollinators to go extinct in these huge numbers.
Experts say bees are critical pollinators and are responsible for more than $15 billion worth of crops per year, and that their decline is due to a variety of factors, weather, pesticides, and parasites being a few of the many culprits.
Bees provide us a lot of benefits, and so I think that, you know, it's really important that we promote honeybees and also our native bees as well.
Taking action before we're permanently stung.
It just benefits everyone.
Reporting in Lawrence, Emma Hogue, KUJH News.
Experts say planting native plants in your yard and using bee-friendly pesticides can help combat the problem. Coming up on KUJH, Americans are feeling the effects of the Brussels attacks here in the U.S., how families are coping with the tragedy, and Facebook users received a strange request on Sunday. More to come after the break.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
The
earthquakes you see in movies are one thing, but real life is a completely different animal. Just because you can't predict an earthquake doesn't mean that you can't prepare for one. In the event of a real earthquake, you should drop, cover, and hold on. Visit ready.gov/earthquake and practice what to do to keep you and your family safe in the event of a real earthquake. And you'll be seen as a hero by your family and your loved ones.
Visit ready.gov/earthquake today.
As the Brussels terror attacks investigation pushes forward, victims' families continue to mourn. The State Department said Sunday that 4 Americans were killed in the attacks. President Obama called the parents of the 2 victims, Justin and Stephanie Schultz. They were dropping off Stephanie's mother, who survived. Stephanie's aunt, Betty Newsom, chooses to focus on the couple's good memories in spite of the devastating news.
She never had an opinion, a negative opinion of anyone, and she was a peacemaker. If family or friends were upset with each other, she was the one trying to make peace. And so she's the kind of person that you wish everyone was.
The Kentucky couple killed in the airport attack had lived in Belgium since 2014. Facebook apologized Sunday after its safety check feature malfunctioned following the deadly suicide blast in Pakistan. The program mistakenly prompted users thousands of miles away from the blast to tell friends they were safe. Social media was flooded with confused Facebook users who received alerts. The issue appeared to primarily affect users in the US and UK. Facebook said it worked quickly to resolve the issue. Safety Check was launched in 2014 so users could let others know that they were safe after natural disasters. The November terrorist attacks in Paris were the first time it was used after a man-made disaster. Facebook says it's still testing the feature for that reason. Well, now joining us for weather is Shane. I can hope you can answer this about why did I have a white Easter yesterday?
Well, Mary Kay, as you can see, there was a difficult forecast. It was a moderate little wave, and a couple degrees up in the upper levels of the atmosphere made a huge difference. If it was above 32, we were going to get all rain, or below 32, we were going to get snow. And it was a mixture and mainly below 32 degrees. But as we move on and look for today, you can see that we had a high of 67 and a low of 41 this morning. And over the weekend, all that rain that we got brought our monthly total up to about 1.5 inches, just over. And as we look at tonight, as you can see, we can see that we are going down to be about 40 degrees, and the clouds are going to be on the increase as we have winds out of the southeast moving at about 10 miles an hour. And then for tomorrow, the high is going to be about 68, and it's going to be partly cloudy all day. The winds increasing from 10 to 15 to 20 miles an hour. And if we look at our hourly planner, you can see that we have a slow, gradual warm up from 55, 59. We'll top out about 68 about 4 p.m. and the winds 20 miles an hour and gust up to about 30. And as we look on it for Wednesday, you can see we have severe storm set up. We have a surface low up here in Nebraska. We have lots of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing up dew points, and we have a dry line right here. We see about 57-degree dew point and 49 about Wichita, and a sharp drop over to this brown colors here. And that's indicative of dry line, and that's where storms like to fire. And that'd give us about a 40% chance for mainly hail and some stronger winds. And as you can see, the Storm Protection Center has put us in a slight risk for much of the central and southern United States. As you can see at our 5-day forecast, we can be at about 68 degrees for tomorrow, 73 on a Wednesday, and depending on the clouds, that's how, if we have more clouds, it'll be more severe. Less clouds will have a little bit less instability. But then after that, the rest of the week looks great. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Shane. Looking like the weather's going to be going up and down this week, and I got to say, that's probably how Kansas fans felt this weekend. Kansas had the chance to tie it up in their Elite 8 game against Villanova before the Cats pounced on Frank Mason to seal the deal. So the season is over, and today one of the youngest members of the squad has declared for the NBA, but he may not be packing his bags just yet. And we'll catch up on other teams in action after this.